Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Monica. Here on this channel I do DIYs, crafting, and occasionally revamping. I would also like to apologize for last week. I was unable to put a video out. However, I have three beautiful DIYs for you this week, and I will not prolong the time, so let's get started with DIY number one. DIY number one, we'll be using the old, if you can remember from my last video, I used a gather sign that was on a picture frame, and so we're using that leftover picture frame. As you soon find out, I do not like throwing away anything, so we're using this picture frame. We're going to paint the outer edges with this Waverly brown chalk paint. Once I get finished painting all of the edges with the Waverly chalk paint, I would then paint the inner side with the Valspar paint that you see me using a lot on most of my projects. Now, what I will say, once you see me paint the inside of this, I will come back and show you that I'm going to remove that inner piece, because as you will see on this next clip how it buckles up, because it's basically a paper over this paper material that was on here. So I'm just taking my X-Acto knife and ripping that up, and then the piece of board that's up under there, I will go back and just paint that piece. So if you do decide to do this project to save yourself some time, if I was you, I would just go ahead and take up the tear the paper off before you begin painting, so you can get a fresh look. So here I have some of the wall decals that I purchased. This particular wall decal is from Dollar General. Now, I'm not using all of the wording from this particular decal. I'm just going to use the wording "live every moment," but it's two more wordings that came on this particular decal that you can pick from as well. Now here I'm just putting on the Succulents, and that's gonna complete DIY number one. Simple and easy, you guys. Simple and easy. Okay, DIY number two, we will be making an inspiration piece that I'm quite sure several of you probably have seen, but we'll be using a bowl. As you can see, this is a bowl that I've already had because it's already painted, as well as an eating bowl right here that I had in my house for several years from Walmart. And we will be also using that beaded strip that I purchased at Dollar Tree. Okay, so what we're going to start off doing is by using the super glue. Remember that the super glue is for a permanent hold, and we'll also be using hot glue, which is for a quick hold. So make certain that you're using both of these to make the project adorable, lasting project. So basically what I did was turn the cereal eating bowl over, and I glued the bigger top bowl on top of it. I will then go ahead and spray paint it, as you can see what I'm doing here with the flat black paint. As you can see here, it is complete. Now you can leave yours just as is, because the inspiration piece is normally just kept black, but of course I wanted to go a little bit further, so what I did was cut down that beaded adhesive stickers that you saw me with earlier, and I also spray painted them with a metallic bronze flat paint. So here all that I'm doing is just going around, and I think I had to cut about 3 strips of that to go around the whole entire bowl, and that will complete DIY number 2. Okay, moving to our last DIY number 3. We'll be using an old cardboard box that just a box that I had a appliance in. We'll be using the burlap, an old leather belt, some this checkered black and white checkered ribbon, and instead of using my Cricut, I did want to show you that you can use some stencils. So those are some stencils. As you can see here, I spray painted the box with the flat black paint, and I did that because you could actually still see the box wording and all that through that burlap, and I didn't want that to show. So the only thing that we're going to do with the burlap is just wrap it around the box as though it's a present. Okay, as you can see here, I have wrapped it around the box and glued it to the box. We're now going to take that black checkered ribbon and glue it at the bottom rim of the box. And all I'm doing simply here, you guys, is gluing the first half of the ribbon with a little hot glue. I'll pull it tight, then put another little dot of hot glue and to go around the box as so. Okay, so now I'm going to place the leather belt as my actual handles on the box. Now the only thing that I'm going to do here is take some hot glue and put it at the edge of the belt that you can see how I'm pressing it here. That's where I'm going to glue it to. Now you will need you some clamps, as you can see here, to hold that in until it actually dries. And so we have glued on our burlap, we've glued on our ribbon, and now it's time for us to place our wording on here. Now if you've been following me, you know that I did a previous DIY before with a mail carrier bag, and that was nice, but you guys, I really do hold on to a lot of mail, so I needed something bigger. So this is what gave me the idea to go ahead and just do the box to have it bigger to hold more mail. The mail carrier bag that I had, it just didn't hold enough like I needed to. So that's what we're doing here. I'm stenciling on the word mail, and once I get finished doing that, that will complete DIY number 3. To say thank you all for viewing my channel. Please hit that thumbs up button to like this video, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so as of yet, and hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video. Also look down in the description box on every video so that you'll know all the supplies that are being used. And remember, you can also follow me on Instagram at UKNEIK.